Welcome to the 35th Annual YWCA Women Achievement. We're so glad that you're here tonight to help us celebrate 69 amazing women. So sit back, get comfortable, and prepare to be energized, inspired, and just feel good about what's going on in our community. Thanks for joining us.
The YWCA Lower Cape Fear is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. The YWCA is proud to be the oldest and largest women's movement, providing services for women and their families in our community since 1914. We work to bring out the individual strengths of women and youth and to foster resiliency and self-sufficiency. Our philosophy centers on providing the skills and confidence needed to succeed. Congratulations to our 2021 Advocacy and Social Justice nominees: Corey Yingling, Dr. Kathleen Holland, Megan Zielinski, Reverend Jennifer Costel, Caroline Morin Gage, Rebecca Trammell, Adrian Hayes Singleton, and the recipient of the 2021 Advocacy and Social Justice Award goes to Caroline Morin Gage.
Oh, wow.
Advocacy and Social Justice Award.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Caroline's work aligns with the YWCA's mission to eliminate racism and support women in many ways. One of the things she's doing now is working with formerly incarcerated persons, helping them transition back into society, advocating for rights, and advocating with them to allow them to live a healthier, fuller, happier life. She's also practiced law, and in the past she has done a lot of advocacy work for marginalized communities.
Being a woman of achievement to me means some amount of recognition for the work I'm doing in the community. Also, to me, says that I have a strong community behind me. Having yourself recognized or acknowledged means that someone saw the work that was being done and wanted to support that. So I love that about the Women of Achievement Award. I think if women are working in our community, trying to make a difference, know there's a lot of us out there. Find us, find the community. It's really helpful to have the support of other women and other people who are doing the work that you're doing so that when you need a break, we can pitch in, and when you're ready to push harder, we're all behind you.
Beautiful, groundbreaking, glass-shattering women. Girl, you are so boss. You did that. Congratulations, we salute you.
I want to congratulate all of the YWCA Women of Achievement nominees and recipients. Being born into humble means in Wilmington and living most of my life in the town of Leland, I've had the opportunity to see firsthand that we are a region that respects, grows, and nurtures our young, talented women. You are the future of our community here in southeastern North Carolina, both large and small. And I wish you all the best.
Congratulations to our 2021 Arts and Culture nominees: Victoria Velasco, Andy Steele, Ricky Nelson. And the recipient of the 2021 Arts and Culture Award is Victoria Velasco.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So Vicky's work really aligns perfectly with the YWCA's work to eliminate racism and to empower women. As a Latina and an immigrant, she helps the Latinx community here in town know that they are valued, understand that it's important for them to receive information at the same time as everyone else in the community in a language that they understand and that's culturally appropriate for them. And so the work that she has done on communication with her podcast, with her online bilingual newspaper or magazine, and also the work that she's done with voter education during the last election has really been instrumental in uplifting the Latinx community and ensuring that they understand that they are equally valued.
I think what I do ties with the YWCA's mission because I love to help and empower people in general and women as well. And when I'm working with my community, the Latinx community, I believe information is power. And so my goal is to provide as much information and resources to the community. And so I think I am empowering the community. The advice I would give the women in the community that are trying to make a difference is that to use the resources and skills that they already have towards helping each other.
Congratulations, y'all are amazing achievers, and we look forward to your leadership.
To all the YWCA Women of Achievement nominees, we are so thrilled for you. Congratulations. Go women.
Congratulations to our 2021 business nominees: Carolyn Fisher, Fran Curtis, Rachel Lewis Hillburn, Stephanie Archer, Natalie English, Helen Skelton Lewis. The recipient of the 2021 Business Award is Rachel Lewis Hillburn.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I'm gobsmacked.
Hello, I'm Kurt Wilson, Station Manager of WHQR Public Media, and I have the distinct honor of introducing and congratulating Rachel Lewis Hillburn. Her friends and colleagues at WHQR are proud of her accomplishments. Rachel's been a key figure in Wilmington to provide ongoing programs that highlight the reality of Wilmington's racially divisive history and shows us the impact of this history on our life today. Her programs on the 1898 coup are arguably the best that have been done and have allowed listeners to both express their opinions and to question their reactions. Her year-long program presented in 2019 called Beneath the Surface was groundbreaking. It followed 11 community members who were diverse in age, ethnicity, and political leanings that met monthly to discuss challenging local issues and to strive for political discourse. Her weekly Coastline program provides engaging content, thoughtful conversation, and balanced coverage for the Wilmington area. Rachel has undoubtedly provided the best political coverage of local candidates that allows them to be heard as to their position on a variety of issues that impact the local community. So for her friends and workmates here at WHQR, let me be the first to say, Rachel Lewis Hillburn, you are a gem. Congratulations.
Being a woman of achievement means that there are people in this community who care about breaking down artificial barriers that exist between us, and that certain political interests have found advantage in fomenting. In other words, it means to me that people care about breaking down those barriers and finding real connection, because I think it's that real connection between people, that recognition that we're not so different. The recognition that if I had the chance to walk in your shoes, live in your culture, experience your background, whatever that is, I might think the way you think, and I might vote the way you vote, or not vote at all. It means that people care more about coming together than about building up divisions.
Congratulations to our 2021 education nominees: Amelia Hulskamp, Casey Smith, Carolyn Jenkins Blue, Anya Gardner, Jessica Gaffney, Sabrina Hill Black, Sue Kezio, Paula Baisden, Lois Smith, Krista Faison, Dolores Rhodes, Jacqueline Lee, Patty Desmarais. And the recipient for the 2021 Education Award is Anya Gardner.
Yay!
Thank you! Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to cry.
Anya Gardner embodies a term that we rarely ascribe to people in our generation, and that term is multi-potentiality. Someone who possesses a variety of amazing gifts and talents, and when that person is placed in the right environment, they exceed expectations and rise to the highest level. And that's Anya. I've seen her speak and sing and inspire and pull on the internal levers of a person's soul so that a student can find their place in our workforce and in this life. Anya has a contagious smile and a gentle heart that really begs to hear your story and wants to help. Every day, I have the privilege of watching this inextinguishable flame burn bright, and it burns for the easily forgotten, the disadvantaged, the vulnerable. And I know that flame is burning bright tonight. In a word, I think Anya's word is others. Anya, congratulations.
Being a woman of achievement means looking a challenge in the eye and giving it a wink. I think women of achievement know what's going on and what's needed in their immediate circle of influence, and they go into action. They make things happen. They collaborate with others. They bring people together for a common cause, for the good of the people they serve. The advice that I would give a woman in our community who is trying to make a difference is never stop. Whatever challenges you face, those are learning opportunities for you to keep going and reach and work towards achieving your goals.
Congratulations to all of the inspiring Women of Achievement nominees.
Congratulations to this year's YWCA of the Lower Cape Fear Women of Achievement honorees. Thank you for your dedication, your inspiration, all the extraordinary work you're doing to be a phenomenal woman. You're all rock stars. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the 2021 Health and Wellness nominees: Christina Clemens, Karen Kassab, Laura Picca, Doris Robinson, Mebin Boyd, Nina Williams, LaShonda Wallace, Jamie Marsicano, Tammy Scott. The recipient of the 2021 Health and Wellness Award is Mebin Boyd.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Recipient for her.
Mebin Boyd is a woman of achievement because she took a risk. She took a chance in a new area of healthcare in which there was no real job opening, no real budget, and no real plan of sustainability, and said, I will try this. I will teach this community about what adverse childhood experiences mean to our children, our adults, what toxic stress means, and how we can overcome this, because I believe this is one of the leading healthcare threats that we face going forward. And so she took that unknown territory and made it her own, and has made it into a wonderful, effective program in our county.
I'm incredibly honored to be a recipient of a Women of Achievement Award, and grateful to the YWCA for holding this event that lifts up the work of women to make our community better. There's a long history of women who've been honored through this event, and I'm just grateful to be joining them. Okay, my why is to make my corner of the world just a little bit better. I know that there's a lot of hurt. I've seen hurt, and I've heard of hurt that exists, and I want to be a part of making that just a little bit better. I've had a lot of privilege in my life, and I see it as my why of giving back just a little bit. Okay. My hope for the future is that we do a better job coming together and collaborating to create a kinder, more compassionate community. I know there are a lot of differences in the way folks see things, but there is always something that we have in common, and we can work together.
Congratulations to our public service nominees: Elizabeth Peterson, Quanisha Mullins, Hannah Patrick, Brooke Lambert, Alexis Hunter, Dawn McClammy, Linda Stanley, Barbara Mullen, Kyrie Henry Wisehunt, Brenda Hayes, Margaret Haynes, Carolyn James, Karen Gaskill. The recipient of the 2021 Public Service Award is Quanisha Mullins.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Thank you.
Evening. On behalf of Cape Fear Collective, Kevin and I are pleased to introduce Quanisha Mullins, Executive Director of Port City Period for YWCA's Women of Achievement Award in Public Service. Quanisha is a pillar in her community. As a resident of Creekwood and an employee of the Wilmington Housing Authority, she intimately understands the vulnerabilities and injustices of her community. Rather than turning her back, Quanisha always leans in.
You know, when Megan sent me this nomination, I couldn't think of anyone that would deserve this award more. You know, one of the first things we did with Quanisha is we helped her as she organized a Christmas party for every kid in Creekwood. And not only did everybody get to come to the Christmas party, but they all got gifts. And when the pandemic hit, she created quarantine backpacks for all the kids with coloring books and pencils and supplies to try to close this opportunity gap, keep the kids engaged. And then finally, she helped organize a program to get cleaning supplies and hand sanitizer to some of the elderly residents of Creekwood. I mean, Quanisha really is someone who puts her community first every day, and it's an inspiration, and I couldn't be happier that she's getting recognition now.
Couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Quanisha. It's an honor to work beside you on just a few of these initiatives you lead year in and year out. We look forward to continuing to cheer you on. Congratulations.
Good job.
Being a woman of achievement means to me that never letting your past determine your future. I was a teenage mom at 15 and 17 and had to work, and then I didn't start working into what I call my future until I was in my 30s. What I'm doing and my mission is it kind of lines up with the YWCA. I'm trying to empower youth. I'm a youth empowerment coordinator. I founded that when I realized a lot of the kids in the city just needed somebody just to root for them and cheer them on and just to pour into them. Other women that's trying to make a difference, my advice to you is never give up. If you believe in it, it doesn't matter if anybody else does. Just keep at it.
Over 100 years ago, the YWCA Lower Cape Fear was founded with the vision of highlighting the individual strengths of women and youth while fostering their resiliency and self-sufficiency. The YWCA is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. We are proud to be the oldest and largest women's movement providing services for women and their families in the Lower Cape Fear area. Families rely on the YWCA's affordable and accessible education and after-school programs, especially during times of crisis like 2020. The program gives parents the freedom to pursue their careers and peace of mind knowing that their children are well cared for. The YWCA stands against racism every day by raising awareness about the impact of institutional and structural racism and by building community among those who work for racial justice. The YWCA's annual Stand Against Racism campaign is next month, and we encourage each of you to participate. The YWCA is dedicated to empower women and provide the resources to achieve economic self-sufficiency. The YWCA offers programs like New Choices, supporting women taking steps towards financial independence. One of the YWCA's most popular initiatives is the Grandparent Support Network. This program helps grandparents who are the primary caregivers for their grandchildren and provides them with resources and an unbelievable network of support. And you can't drive down College Road in Wilmington without seeing the famous YWCA bubble, which keeps the YWCA's popular aquatics facility open year-round. Used by hundreds of adults and youth in our community, the facility offers unique programs such as Flow Motion. Flow Motion is designed to help breast cancer survivors connect and thrive. These programs are just a few of the extraordinary activities and programs happening at the YWCA. And there is something for everyone, as you can see. We want to thank all the sponsors and patrons of tonight's Women of Achievement event. Your support will propel us forward and help us continue our mission of eliminating racism and empowering women.
When I think about my grandmother, Rachel Freeman, one of the things I think about the most is what she has done for the community and what you still see being done because of her work, even though she has passed. And one of the things that I like to remember that she did is she had gotten the poet Maya Angelou to actually come up to the Y and speak to the women and encourage them. And that was, I think I have a video of that. And that was something that she did here. And another thing is she got a woman who escaped apartheid during apartheid in South Africa to come and speak to the people here. And that was very exciting for her. And actually, Maya Angelou stayed at the family home down in Seabreeze when she came to visit. So that's something that I think about often, that she had such an impact on the community that people you think that would never visit actually came and visit and stayed at her home. Well, the first thing that comes to mind when you think about the award in my family is the word persevere. One of the reasons being is because my grandmother persevered through everything that she did. Throughout her whole career and what she was doing, she persevered mostly through her health. You know, a lot of people didn't know this, but she did have health issues. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, you'll see in previous videos and stuff that you'll see my grandfather holding her hand. And the reason he was holding her hand was her eyesight wasn't that well. But still, she persevered to get what she needed to get done for everyone. You know, it wasn't just for her, but it was for everyone in the community. So that's what this award means to my family, to persevere.
Congratulations to the 2021 Rachel Freeman Unsung Hero nominees: Kathy Wright, Crystal Pelham, Sonia Muldrow, Kendra Romeo. The recipient of the 2021 Rachel Freeman Unsung Hero Award goes to Crystal Pelham.
Oh wait, that means you won? You won. I won? You won. Oh, not just nominated, I won. Oh, thank you. That's a totally different thing. I was just, hey, thanks. Thank you. Thank you. That hits different. Thank you so much. I'm trying not to cry. Okay. I'm good.
Sure. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Crystal Pelham and why I believe she is a woman of achievement. Crystal is a local from Wilmington. She moved here from Philadelphia and attended high school here. And I believe that is exactly when she decided to take a launch into serving the community. After leaving Wilmington to go to undergrad at her Winston-Salem State University, her alma mater that she represents very well, she came back here and she taught at Rachel Freeman School of Engineering. At that point, she realized that there was a lot of trauma that was happening in childhood here and within children, and decided to go back to obtain her master's where she could do counseling. And then she came back here and has worked at Coastal Horizons since then. Crystal has always seemed to fill in the gap. She doesn't ask who is going to do something. She says, let's do it. And I think that that is how we look and exemplify women of achievement, that we don't wait for someone else to fix the solution. We create the solution, and then we bring and collaborate and find other advocates so that we can help raise our community to be better.
Being a woman of achievement means to me that you're fearless, that
You are someone who doesn't accept no, and you don't allow life's challenges to get in the way of the mission. I think so often we can get distracted or we can feel defeated by some of the things we come up against. And being a woman of achievement is remembering why you're there and walking in your purpose and making sure that you keep your eyes on that prize and you keep your eyes on that goal, because you have a lot of people coming behind you. And so for me, it just means being resilient. It means doing the work that needs to be done, being there, being present. So what I do ties into the YWCA's mission, because as a therapist, you're trained and taught on leaning into the hard conversations. And what I know about what I've gained from my lived experience is understanding why it's necessary, the why we do that. And so I make sure that my life's purpose is around making sure that people feel included, around making sure that people have opportunity to be their very best, no matter what society is telling you, no matter how slow our nation has caught up to what the needs are, but that I'm a person that's making sure that I'm paving the way. I'm making sure that I see people, as their whole selves. And when I think about what the YWCA means to our community, it means showing up as your authentic self. It means women can show up in spaces where typically they haven't been seen, haven't been heard, and stand in their truth and bring all the things that they have to offer. And I just want to make sure as a therapist and as now a diversity director that I'm not only pushing that narrative forward, but I'm a part of the change that's to come.
Congratulations to all nominees of these awards. On behalf of the Freeman family, everyone, thank you for what you're doing in the community.
Congratulations on your nomination for the Women of Achievement Awards. You inspire me so much. Thank you, ladies, for everything you are doing in our community, and keep up the great work.
Congratulations to the 2021 Trailblazer nominees: Katie Green, Mariko Polk, Peyton Thomas, Arlie Diaz, Jory Stanley. The recipient of the 2021 Trailblazer Award is Peyton Thomas.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So, you won the Trailblazer Award, so congratulations.
Thank you.
So Peyton is really committed to sort of connecting the links and amplifying voices of youth and runners and scientists, and sort of stitching them all together to be advocates and amplifying voices for racial justice and environmental change and preservation of our environment and combating climate change, and supporting and encouraging other female runners and other Black students to be scientists and follow really challenging dreams that she has set the bar to say, you can do this, and she just continues to always sort of continue to push herself and volunteer more and be a real model for so many of us.
So what I do ties in with YWCA's mission because I'm a female scientist in the UNCW Biology and Marine Biology graduate program. I am one out of 2 Black students in my department, and I am actively working on trying to address the diversity issue in our department by being on our department diversity committee and trying to change things internally so that other people ahead of me, other graduate students, can feel more included in the department and in the university as a whole, because our university has a lot of systemic issues that need to be addressed, and I'd really like to be a part of that initiative to bring that to the forefront. And then I'm also a runner, a trail runner. You don't see many women of color doing that. And so I consider myself advocating for not only other women of color in the trail running space. I want to bring more people into that community because it is a wonderful community. And so I speak for and advocate for those women and other people of color in the running community. And then eliminating racism also goes hand in hand with environmental justice issues. And I recently started a Sunrise Movement Wilmington chapter in Wilmington that we're really trying to focus on integrating environmental justice issues into the Sunrise platform, which is based on climate change action. And so really having hard conversations about a lot of the issues that are going on in Wilmington and coming up with solutions that center the most vulnerable communities.
Hi, I'm so happy to celebrate with the YWCA on this, the 35th anniversary of Women of Achievement. Over 400 special women in this community have been recognized. Enjoy.
From the Pender County Trailblazers, congratulations to the 35th Annual Women of Achievement nominees. You're all winners. Thanks for everything you do for our community.
I'm Charlie Rivenbark, and I'm a member of the Wilmington City Council, and I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate my good friend Sheila Bowles for this outstanding achievement award that she is going to be receiving from the YWCA. And thanks to all of the ladies and the women that do the day-to-day work through the Y and eliminating racism and empowering women. This is such a critical time in the history of our country, and I just want to personally thank you so much for your passion and all you do to make that happen.
I am James Jones, class of 96. I played for Coach Bowles a lot. A lot, in a lot of places, rec leagues, city leagues, all over the city. But what I thank her most for was that she believed in me when I wasn't sure. I was an unfortunate wildcat when I started high school, and a couple weeks into it, my mom transferred me to Hoggard because she went to Hoggard. And Coach Bowles, she didn't know who I was, but she walked up to me in an open gym, and she told me that I reminded her of one of her players, the late great Derek White. And that day she introduced me to my best friend, one of my greatest mentors. And from that day forward, she pushed me. She believed in me past the projects I was from and the downfalls that I had throughout school. I love her and I honor her, and she deserves this more than anybody I know. Thank you.
All right, so Coach's humble spirit is just something that, I think about a lot because, she pushed us and made us do all the right things on the court for fundamentals, not knowing that she was one of the best players in UNCW's history, not knowing all the accolades that she had at UNCW, being one of the first women's basketball players at UNCW, and having all of these skills herself, but never put that on us to try to live up to a certain standard that she had already laid for so many other players at UNCW. So it was just her humble spirit in teaching us the game of basketball and doing it because it was fun, but also, teaching us doing it the right way is what made all of us still today, love the game of basketball and give back to kids all over the areas that we all live in.
Sheila Bowles was a student's dream coach and human being. She was a parent's wish, and she was a principal's $10 million winning the lottery. Absolutely one of the finest human beings that I've ever met in my life. There's nothing that she would not do for someone. She never forgets anyone. She cares about them deeply. She raised the bar for so many people. Most importantly, she took that position and she knocked away barriers and walls for years to come. And I think Sheila had as much to do with improving the situation for females that I've ever had.
I think Sheila Bowles is a perfect person for our Lifetime Achievement Award. I think if you look back over the results of Sheila's life and wrote a story, you would have a perfect illustration of the mission of the YWCA, referring to empowering women, eliminating racism, and promoting economic justice. That has been Sheila's life.
Sheila, as Hugh McManus said in the course of the conversation, she's my favorite person. I've said many times over the years, Sheila Bowles is my favorite person. Patrick Boykin, one of our great players, successful, played for UNCW, works for UNC, said the same thing, and a lot of other people have. And I know it's hard to even imagine, other than children and parents, that many people thinking you're their favorite person. And that's much more than saying she's the nicest, kindest, smartest, it encompasses all of that. So she is just a truly exceptional person.
First time a Lifetime Achievement Award means that you might be pretty old, so that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But it's been a great journey since I've come to Wilmington. My experience at UNCW, I actually worked for the YWCA, one of my first jobs I had here. And later on, I worked again for the YWCA, where I was a guitar instructor. And I had such a great journey through sports and with kids. And when you think about a lifetime, my experiences with kids are what come to the forefront. In 1998, I got diagnosed with breast cancer, just a few years after my mother had been diagnosed with breast cancer, and still coaching basketball at the time, about to become the new athletic director at Hoggard. So there was, 2 surgeries, 12 treatments, chemo treatments, and 33 treatments of radiation. And that is a trying time, but a time in my life that puts things in perspective, and you really learn what's important. And it was a lot tougher for me to watch my mom go through breast cancer than for me to actually have it. But I think I contribute athletics and the things that I learned through athletics that helped me get through that experience. Well, the mere fact that Hoggard High School and the county and past students and felt that I was worthy to put my name on the Hoggard Gymnasium, that is huge. But more than that, I think when I get a phone call from a past student or player that I'm being invited to a wedding, or they're getting ready to have a baby, or they might be overseas and give me a call and tell me Merry Christmas, being able to maintain those relationships with past players and students, that's a real, gift and joy, and I'm proud of that. Well, first of all, don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. Because in 1988, when I became the boys basketball coach at Hoggard High School, or 89, I guess it was, I was the first woman in the state of North Carolina, and nobody ever thought that was possible. So my advice is, keep your head down, just do your job. Some of it's not, coaching is not glamorous. People think it is because they see you on Tuesday and Friday night, but they don't see you washing the clothes and sweeping the floors and driving the bus and doing all those little things that the job might require. And hopefully you're lucky enough to love what you do. And if you do love what you do, it's not like going to work every day. And I guess the other thing is, care more about people than the subject matter. Caring about people is the whole key.
It is important to me to sponsor the Young Leader Award because I work in criminal defense. I'm an attorney, and I've had a lot of young people come in my office having made some mistakes, and a lot of them want to move past those mistakes, but it's difficult because, once you get in trouble, it's easy to get in trouble again. So I think that celebrating those individuals that manage to overcome obstacles and make mistakes and move past them is really important, because there's a lot of very bright young people out there that have perfect transcripts, perfect grades, and look great on paper, but they've not really had to overcome substantial things in their life yet. They're still very impressive, but I think that it's important to recognize those kids that may not have those perfect transcripts or those perfect grades, but have demonstrated a resilience in other areas of their lives, and I think it's important to celebrate that.
Congratulations to the 2021 Young Leader Scholarship nominees: Noelia Lopez Alvarado, Zena Bills, Emma Martin, Caitlin Lewis, Hannah Savage, Madison Bryant, Destiny Serrato, Hannah Gardner. The recipients of the 2021 Young Leader Scholarship Award are Zena Bills and Noelia Lopez Alvarado.
Noelia has spent a lot of time in the community, specifically working with the Latinx community, which is the community that she's come from. And so she has been a part of our tutoring program. She was actually tutored in our program at Christ Community Church, and then now she's tutoring students. So it's really cool to see her giving back to her community. She's also served as an interpreter since she is bilingual. She's served in a medical clinic, interpreting for Spanish-speaking patients. So she really gives back to her community.
Well, since I am in school, 2020 has definitely impacted me. Since it's my senior year, it's definitely been hard on going to school, having be able to do all the activities that seniors usually get to do. But in the other side, I got to help more out in my community. I got to deliver more food out for the people that they needed it. I got to deliver water. I got to be able to pass out food and just walk around neighborhoods helping give out, either if it's hot food, hot meals, or just big boxes of just food that they can have. So it was sad that I didn't get to do my senior year normally, but it was also fun to help out the other communities. My hope and vision for my future is going to UNCW in the fall, hopefully. I got accepted into UNCW, so I'll be going there in the fall. Definitely want to be a doctor, so I'll be going in my undergrad as biology, and then hopefully going to med school afterwards.
Zena is definitely a woman of achievement. When I saw the nomination form, I knew exactly who I wanted to nominate. She just embodies all the values of YWCA. Everything she does just exudes positivity, and she's always living her life with open hands. She's always trying to find a connection to someone else, to lift up others, especially other women. And she is just an incredibly smart, kind, and loving person that I'm so lucky to have in my classroom.
Being a woman of achievement means trying to change what you see is not right in your community, and educating people and making sure they know what is right and what they should look for. So advice I would give a young leader that is trying to make a difference in the community is to try to stand out and make sure that they're making those connections that they want, and just educate everyone.
Welcome to Art and Bloom Gallery at 210 Princess Street. We are honored to be one of the sponsors for the 35th Annual Women of Achievement Awards. Thank you to the YWCA for all of your advocacy and service programs, and we're honored to celebrate the women of achievement in our community.
Hi, this is Chris Lands, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs in the College of Health and Human Services at University of North Carolina, Wilmington. And I just want to congratulate all the nominees and winners of this year's YWCA Women of Achievement Award. I had the honor of serving on the selection committee some years ago, so I know very well the quality of the nominees, and more importantly, I know the great work that you all are doing in our community to fight for racial justice and gender equity. Our community needs you, and I am personally grateful for all you do. Congratulations to all.
Congratulations to all of the outstanding nominees for this year's YWCA Women of Achievement Awards. Your stories inspire and motivate us to give back to our communities and make a difference wherever we can. Thank you for all that you do, and congratulations.
Hi, everybody. I'm Charlie Hardy, and I serve in the role of Founding Dean at the College of Health and Human Services at UNCW. I'd like to offer my congratulations to all the nominees for the 35th Annual Women of Achievement Awards program at the YWCA Lower Cape Fear. I'm particularly proud of the nominees from UNCW and the College of Health and Human Services. Thanks to all of you for all you do to enhance the health and quality of life of individuals, families, and communities in the Lower Cape Fear region. Well done.
Thank you for joining us for the 35th Annual Women of Achievement Awards, celebrating and honoring outstanding women in the community. Congratulations to all the nominees and the 2021 recipients of the Women of Achievement Awards. These women demonstrate excellence and commitment to their careers, school, and communities, mirroring the mission of the YWCA, eliminating racism and empowering women. All of tonight's donations support the YWC advocacy programs and services, which promote racial justice and gender equity for thousands of women, children, and their families in Southeast North Carolina. We cannot do this alone. With the strength of people and power of the community, we can continue to deliver life-changing services to those most in need. Please visit the YWCA Lower Cape Fear's website to learn more about our programs and services. And please consider making a donation to ensure that we can continue to deliver critical assistance and support to the community. Thank you, and have a great night.